All right, here comes our Mini Z's Stock A main. Just a few drivers in that stock class today. Jazz, Peter Chow, Paul St. Louis. This is our Stock A main.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, I got Peter, the Eliminator Chow, checked in. We call him that because he's eliminated me most of the time. I think what would be really cool, we figure out how to say that in Chinese, then that's what we're going to call him. How do you say it in Chinese, Peter? He's like, I ain't telling you. I'm going to figure it out, though. Jazz, Peter, and Paul. That sounds like a nice little string trio, doesn't it? So we've got Jazz on the bass, Peter on the violin.
1 minute to the start
Paul
of the race.
on the, I don't know. Paul, what do you play?
bumpkin.
The xylophone. But that's not really a stringed instrument.
Sweep the knee.
All right, guys, I'm going to let you go a little bit. You got about 30 more seconds or so before we shut down. Get this race underway. We do have a few marshals out there, which matches having a few cars out there. All right, we'll go ahead and shut the back straightaway down. Let's get Jazz on the pole, Peter second, and then Paul is going to be your third place starter. All right, let's see what we have here. We had our box stock B main. I see Doug. Paul's driving. Chad Ross, where you at? Chad, Jamie? Chad and DJ. All right. Okay. Drivers, are you ready? Marshals, are you ready? All right, listen for the horn. Here we go. Good, clean start up to that point. One of them gets rolled over, gets going again. Marshall was right there. Oh, here they go. That's stock class. Lightly represented today. Only 3 stock cars showing up. By far biggest class was box stock today. We had a nice, good, solid bunch of future champions racing for the cookies. Looks like we are going to end up with some cookies left over right here in front of the loop. Clear? That was our leader, Mr. Chow. So Pete out front. Paul staying right on him. Jazz weaving. Oh, trouble between car number 1 and 2, allowing car 3 to pull right up into the mix. So here they come for position down the back straightaway. That is how all of them on lap number 3, running right there. Oh, boy.
7 minutes left.
So looks like Jazz with a little bit of breathing room, but not much down the back straightaway underneath the loop. Trouble for your leader. Traction rolling into the other lane. Good heads up, Marshall. Getting put on the proper lane. However, we do not approve of those shoes that Marshall's wearing. Okay. Those shoes, you've got to be at least 60 years old and wearing black socks. Right? Aspire to retire in Florida. Okay, trouble in the middle of the track. TJ's right there, gets it flipped over. Looks like one of the cars waited. Yeah, Paul waiting. Oh, no. So, meanwhile, the Eliminator sneaking away out front. So, it's Pete up front on lap
6
number 8.
minutes left.
Paul, lap number 8. Jazz, lap number 8. There is only, let's see, what do we got here? About 5.3 seconds separating the field as they came across that time. All right, Eliminator down the middle. The other two cars keeping them in sight. Ton of racing left, guys. You still got 5.5 minutes of racing to go. All right, looking down here for a second, wanting to. Right, let me get our camera switched over. Sitting here looking at the pits.
5 minutes left.
This is race number 5. There we go. Now we got the track out there. So the viewers at home watching somebody bending over a pit table over there. Probably not the best view you've seen all day. All right, back out to the race. It's Chow out front. Hinojosa second. St. Louis third. Only 5 point. Let's see. Oh, they're spreading out a little bit. About 11.7 seconds. I'll give you guys some intervals as you come across this time. Stock class. Just a few cars racing stock today. There is your leader, Chow, across the line. Blue car down the middle of the track. Right behind him,
4 minutes
Jazz.
left.
Only 3.5 seconds back in that Hinojosa car. So there's your leader under the loop. Second place, under the loop. Narrowing it down to 2.4. So Jazz trying to reel Peter in and traction rolls heavily in the middle of the track. Chow waving by as he heads down the back straightaway. So this is going to give Paul a chance, draw in a little bit on Angel. We've got 3.5 minutes left. So Peter out there running his typical clean, smart, efficient race, coming through the middle of the track. Looks like he may be getting up in a position where he might be able to start lapping some of the other cars. All right. A little over 3 minutes left to go. It's Peter out front. Jazz, 4.5 seconds back. Paul, 10 seconds behind that. Everybody's still on, yes, still on
3
the same
minutes
lap.
left.
All right, so here we go. Paul underneath the loop. Peter right behind him. We just need a Mary. Get it, Peter, Paul, Mary? Never mind. All right, drag race down the back straight. Chow wins it. So, Peter on lap number 22. Paul, lap number 21. Lots of racing left to go here. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Here on a nice, steady Saturday afternoon here, Radio Control headquarters in Rolling Oaks Mall. All right, so we'll get back out here to the race and see what's happening. Peter, right there, looks
2
like
minutes
he may
left.
have given up some room to. Here they are. So it's Peter. Paul is right behind, but he's about 15 seconds back. So there's about a lap between those two cars. Paul looks to unlap himself, catches a bumper instead, but doesn't let him get away. Meanwhile, back here in that second spot is Jazz quietly moving up. Got a minute 30 to go. That time under. Jazz 3.7 seconds back. So let Jazz on the move. He's got Paul between him and Pete. Let's see if he's closed it up a little bit. He has 3.3 seconds. So picked up 0.4 of a second. So Jazz trying to make the move in the final minute 15 seconds of this race. Bounces off the bumper down the back straightaway. Paul moves out of the way. So this leaves it 2.8 seconds between Jazz and Peter. Little bobble by your leader. Let's Jazz pull up, and he gets him down the back straightaway. So we have a new leader. Jazz in the final, inside the final minute, blowing by Peter down the back straightaway. However, Pete Chow keeping him in his sights. Here they are, 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Car number 3, 1 lap down, right behind him. Little trouble for Jazz, allows Peter to pull right up on him. So we've got less than a second between those two. 30 seconds left, could equate very well to about 2 laps left. So what's going to happen in these next 2 laps? Paul trying to get up there in the mix. He is 1 lap down, but wants to get in there and start jostling around with these two. Here they come. Jazz first.
No, my.
Yeah, it's right here. Very last lap, where whoever gets to the loop first this time is going to win it. So it's Jazz coming down the back straightaway. Looks like he might have this one. There's the horn. And Jazz coming up out of nowhere to take the victory.
Peter Chow done.
Followed by Peter, then
Steve
Paul.
Denny
Good
done.
race, guys.
All drivers
right down
are
to the
finished.
very end.
The race is completed.
That was it. Yep, they finished 1.2 seconds away from each other. Yeah, Paul was 1 lap down. Yeah. But yeah, good close race. And drivers, let me get some winner pictures. I'll grab some winner pictures here real quick.
Up next, race number 6. Mini Z Superstock. A main. Race order is Special K, the Bump King. Ethan, the Champ, Martinez. Peter Chow. Mark Pina. Parker Ross. Ethan, the Champ, Martinez. Special K. Parker Ross. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, here we go. This is our Superstock A main. Thank you. You're welcome. We are going to require some volunteer marshals for this. 2 of the racers from that last race are in this heat. Paul is the only one, so we've only got 1 marshal. So we're going to call on some volunteer marshals. Travis, what's happening? Hey, Wes, what's going on, guys? All right, so we got Paul out there. Jake, I need you to marshal, please. Tina, you marshaling? Thank you, Tina. Any other volunteer marshals? Trey, how about it, Trey? Thank you, Trey. And Doug, too. Good. Okay, we've got plenty of marshals. Hey, Trey, there's a cookie in it for you. All right. They're over there in the box. If you want another cookie, you grab it. Yeah, Jennifer's like, man, I'm out there, too. Thanks, y'all. All right, I do have everybody checked in, everybody getting warmed up. Huh? I think we got it. Yeah. All right. So Joseph out there in this Superstock class running against Jazz, Ethan, Peter, Mark, and Parker. Little bit of a different lineup than the last time you were out there, but still got some good competition out there. Let's see what Ethan and Peter, as well as Jazz, have for Joseph today. This might be the day to take him down. Right? Okay, the challenge has been set, saying today is not going to happen. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and close the back straightaway. We've got good, adequate marshaling out there. Take a quick look over to your left, and that will tell you where you are. Special K, Joseph is your TQ sitting on that pole position. Jazz qualifying second. So Jazz on the mark today in Superstock. Ethan dedicating himself pretty much exclusively to Superstock today. Bowed out of the box stock class. Fear, I believe, was his excuse. Pan car? Are you doing pan car too? Okay, pan. All right. Very good. All right. Chick Ross getting them all lined up. Okay, guys, remember, don't dive into the corner. I do reserve the right to restart this race if we need to. I hope that I don't have to. All right. Drivers ready? Marshals ready? Here we go. Listen for the horn. Good, clean start. We are underway. Little trouble right there in the middle. I believe Chow's involved in that. Jennifer right there gets him sorted out. Meanwhile, Joseph's straightaway lead, but Jazz keeping him in sight. Ethan driving that red car going through the middle of the track. Not sure what body that is. A what? Jamira? All right. It's a red body. Okay, everybody's settling in, getting into their pace. Joseph already coming around to lap a couple of the cars. Takes it a little bit too narrow. Has picked off one back marker already, lining up the next. There he goes. Good clean pass there, Joseph. Beautiful. Very well done. Weaving his way through traffic. Got a lot of traffic to go through on this one. We did decide to take the box stock A back down to just 6 drivers.
7 minutes left.
We're watching it with more than that, and it was just too messy. That way we have the clean drivers out there with the clean drivers. All right. So we got about 1:10 in the books. Gonna let you guys know where you are on the racetrack in relation to your competitors. Jennifer right there got our leader flip back over. Joseph out onto lap number 7. Jazz is second. Ethan third. Peter fourth. Parker, the Nemesis Ross, fifth. Mark Pena is your 6th place driver. Mark nailing that start. Not able to hear the horn, but still nails that start nonetheless. Trouble for the 2nd place car. Let's Ethan by. So there's Ethan taking, more trouble for the 2nd place car. Going to put him down into 3rd for sure.
6 minutes
We'll
left.
give you guys an idea. Oh, more trouble in the middle right there. The marshals are converging. Young Rawls has got him straightened out. Yeah. So Jazz moving back in the pack. Still a lot of racing. There's 5 minutes and 45 seconds worth of racing. More trouble. Chow's involved. Elliott's got him flipped over. So the Joseph waiting and letting Ethan by. Is that what I just saw? I think I did. Right. All right. I'm going to tell you guys where you are as you come under the loop this time. All right. Mark, 6th place. Jazz, 3rd. Peter, 4th. Parker, 5th. Joseph is 1st. Ethan is 2nd. 12.5 seconds between Joseph and Ethan. Start spotting where the races are on the track. So
5
it's
minutes left.
Here's your overall running order. Joseph out front, Ethan 2nd, Jazz 3rd, Peter 4th, Parker 5th, and Mark Pena is your 6th place driver. So Joseph enjoying about a 14-second lead right now. Ethan is 23 seconds ahead of Jazz. So that is 1, 2, and 3. Peter Chow, 4th place car, is about 41 seconds back. Parker, 58 seconds. So this is behind the lead. So overall, I'll give you guys your intervals as you cross next time around. There's Joseph and Ethan. Ethan, you're 15 seconds back. Then let's see where Jazz is. There he goes. Jazz, you're 9.7 seconds. So Jazz trying to fight his way back and take out Ethan in his
4
Superstock
minutes
class.
left.
We do have one more A main to go. And Joseph, little trouble there with one of the other cars. Having more trouble, gets by him. And that was Mark Trim moving out of the way, but still kind of got collected there. Ethan gets right by him. Sounds like more trouble for Hinojosa out there, the best I can tell. Running order, 3.5 minutes left to go. Joseph, Ethan is 15 seconds back. Jazz, 14 seconds behind Ethan. Meanwhile, we better watch out and see what the Eliminator's doing because he's sneaky, crafty, and wise. We'll see where Peter is right now as he comes across. He's due. There he is. Peter, 31 seconds back. Mark, 51 seconds behind Peter. Parker, 1.8 seconds. So the race on the track right now is for that
3
fifth
minutes
place
left.
spot. Nice pass by Jazz, getting around Peter. Peter going a little wide. Jazz opening up. Oh, finds the inside of the pipe, allowing the Eliminator to go right back by. Trouble over by the RCHQ tube. It is sorted out. Everybody back on the way. All right, inside 2.5 minutes. Joseph out front. Fastest lap of the race is an 11.6. If I'm not mistaken, we were running 10-second laps last time we all got together. So 11.5 now, right there on lap 27. So Joseph, see if we can't get him to take those lap times down a little bit when he gets clear of traffic. Not that time. That was an 11.7. So inside a couple of minutes. All right, drivers, here's where we are. Joseph first, Ethan second. Ethan, you're about 23 seconds behind Joseph. Jazz in third, 18 seconds behind Ethan. Peter Chow, 27 seconds behind. Jazz in fourth. We've got Mark, you're about a minute behind Peter. And then we've got Parker Ross, your sixth place car. Parker the Nemesis Ross. Hi, Matt, what's going on? We got Matt Clark joining in on with us. I see, or at least somebody out there driving our computer. Here we are coming into the final minute. Jazz, little trouble up against the bumper. Gets it sorted out. Jazz actually looking pretty darn good, both you and
1
Ethan
minute
out
left.
there in this super stock class. So both of them doing quite well. Hey, everybody, Matt is tuned in. Matt Clark, our Ghost in the Machine or remote RD, wanted to wish everybody hi. He had a piece of equipment fail over there in South Carolina. It's actually his audio. So he can see, he can get involved, just can't talk. And I must admit, that's kind of nice. Nah, just teasing, Matt. So here we are inside the final 30 seconds. This one looks pretty well settled unless something catastrophic happens. We've got Joseph first, Ethan second, Jazz third, Peter fourth, Mark fifth. Parker is your sixth place car. Drivers, I will be getting winner pictures after this, so don't run away. Kind of slacked up a little bit there on the future champions, but I made up for it with excessive amounts of sugar. Trouble for Jazz. He was right there behind Ethan.
Special K done.
So,
Parker
Joseph,
Ross done. Mark Pina done.
you will all be done as you cross under the line.
Peter Chow done. Ethan, the champ, Martinez done.
What is it about
The
Elliot's
bump
shirt?
king
What kind
done.
of shirt is Elliot wearing?
All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, stand by. We want to get Joseph, Ethan, and Jazz for your winner pictures. That's winner, not winter.
Up next, race number 7. Mini Z Kyosho box stock. A main. Race order is William Norris, McCool's, Jake Rawls, Peter Chow, Doug Vaughn, Chad Ross. Thank you for supporting your local hobby shop. 2 minutes to the start of the race. What's up everyone? Elliot, I like your shirt. William Norris. McCool's. Jake Rawls. Doug Vaughn. Peter Chow. I like your shirt too, Robbie. Chad Ross. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, here we go with our feature race of the day, the Box Stock A Main. We've got back straightaway closing down. Take a quick look over to your left up there at the RCHQ tube. It'll tell you where you are starting. In that pole position, our top qualifier for the day, William Norris. Let's hear for William Norris. All right. Second place, which is right behind first place, the CEO of Carter Enterprises, Philip McCool Carter. Your third place qualifier from Team Ginger, no relation to me, actually he's very related to me, my grandson Jake Rawls. Good job. All right, our fourth place qualifier in that fourth position, none other than the kind of an Ironman here today. I think he ran every class but future champion, Peter, the Eliminator Chow. This man needs no introduction, but he's going to get one anyhow because he has way too many names. Our fifth place qualifier, Douglas Wilson Vaughn III. I made up that third part. He actually is Douglas Wilson, though. But just adding the third on it just makes it sound more royal. All right. And then also hailing from San Antonio, weight unknown, height is about 3 stones high, is Chad Chick Ross. That's your sixth place car. Bumping up. I believe it was Doug and Chad bumping up out of that B main. Okay, do we have adequate marshaling? Let's see. I've got Parker. I've got Ethan, Joseph. Okay, yeah, we're looking good on marshals. Okay, drivers, this is going to be 8 minutes of a race. Drivers, are you ready? Marshals ready. On the horn, here we go. All right, good clean start. Everybody up underneath the loop just fine. Jake takes a little tumble, lands back on his wheels. But Jake's a cool customer. He knows he's not going to make up that mistake all at once, so he's going to settle in, follow the cars in front of him. Jake making the pass down the back straightaway, makes it stick, gets underneath the loop. So Jake just dropping one spot. That's right, he gave up a lap to Peter, coming up behind Pete now. For those of you that are watching this for the first time, this is our box stock class. Quick explanation. These are $175 race cars. You take them out of the box, change the tires, minimal little bit of suspension adjustments, and other than that, this is how they are. Trouble right here in front of me. Oh, that was McCool getting caught up in that one. Chow pulling up right behind him. So these are basically about what they've got invested in these cars, about $200.
7 minutes
you
left.
cannot buy a win in Box Dog. You have to drive your way. Hang on, a little trouble for Chick coming down off the driver's stand. Not exactly sure what happened. Might be the paint scheme that he selected. So it's William out front, Jake up to second. I'm sorry, Jake up to the lead. William down to second, Philip third. Batteries are dead? Yeah, I had the same issue with mine. I don't know what the heck was wrong with my batteries. Trouble in the middle, it's clear. All right, so meanwhile, it's Jake out front, but William, been around racing for a long time. He can see Jake right there. Jake is in that black car with black wheels coming down the back straightaway. William right behind him. White nose, red car underneath the loop. So that is 1 and 2.6 seconds between the two of them. Let's see where we are back to third. Third is Carter. Carter in there. He's only 6 seconds back. However, Vaughn is
6 minutes
only
left.
1.6 seconds. Then Peter, about 9 seconds back. So Peter, obviously a disastrous lap. All right, leader down the back straightaway. There's Jake, followed by William. So Jake getting about a 2.8 second lead going now with some lap cars coming up in front of him. So Jake underneath the loop, 2 slower cars. Jake's going to find his way through there cleanly. Gentlemen, as the leaders are coming through, take it a little wide. They are not passing you. Right, Matt? They are lapping you. Let them through. Good job. Thank you. So Jake around first one, lining up Peter. Meanwhile, Bill staying right there. He's only 3 seconds back with 5 full minutes left to go. Overall running order, Jake, William, Philip, Peter, Doug, and Chad. Chad retiring
5 minutes
early,
left.
reporting a battery issue. All right, here we go. Leader coming up behind Peter. Peter's like, nope, you ain't lapping me. Oh, Jake goes a little wide. Jake gets by cleanly. So Jake with a lot of open track out in front of him. Kind of hard to see it from home, but he's coming down the back straightaway in that black Mercedes with black wheels, Le Mans car. Here is William with white and red underneath the loop. So Jake stretching out his lead to about 4.6 seconds as William was dealing with some traffic. Still got Peter Chow between the two of them. 4 minutes left to go. Jake, you are on lap number 16. William on lap 16. Carter, lap 16. Trouble in the middle of the track. Chow off onto lap 16.
4 minutes left.
Meanwhile, Jake, William pretty much got, I think, hang on a second. No, William's still looking to get around Pete. Put him a lap down. So there he is right there going through the middle of the track, the blue car. So meanwhile, Carter hanging in there. He's only 6 seconds, 6.6 seconds behind Norris. So Phillips still in this one. Here we are, about 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go, drivers. Overall running order, Jake, William, Philip, Peter, Doug, and Chad. All right, Peter, thank you. Peter moving out. Oh, careful. Jennifer stomps on his car. No damage done. Hey, Jennifer, he's young, he's tough. Jake's like, hey, man, what are you stomping my car for? All right, so anyways, Jake with a little bobble and allowing William to start pulling up on him. This is going to close the gap quite a bit. Little trouble for Chow. He gets caught up under the pipe. Jennifer's got him clear. So Jake underneath the loop. Let's see where we got back to Bill. 3.7. All right, this red, white, and blue car sporting the Texas livery of McCool coming through the middle. Oh, he collects another car. That's all right, Philip. Keep going. Keep going. You're all right. I think you were lapping him. Yes, you were lapping him. You're good. Okay. All right, so there's Philip. That's it, that red, white, and blue car coming through the middle. Philip, 9.6 seconds back. So here we are with a little over 2 minutes left to go. Drivers, here's where you are. We've got Jake out front. We'll call your intervals as you come through. Here comes Jake right now. There's your leader. All right, second place underneath the loop. 3.1 seconds back. Carter, 9.6
left.
seconds back. Peter, you're 10 seconds behind Carter. So Peter's still in this one. Doug, you're 6.9 seconds behind. So behind the leader, Doug, you're about 30 seconds back. Meanwhile, William starting to rein in Jake a little bit, ready to make his move, 2.5 seconds back. So let's see what William's got left in the tank here. If he's been holding back and he's got enough to run young Jake Rawls down. Jake got traffic ahead of him coming down the back straightaway. Drives through one of them. Jake's like, get out of my way. Here comes Norris. He's closing in. 2.2 seconds back. So Bill making his move. Peter moves out of the way. Going to let Jake and William race this one down. They've got a lot of open track in front of him. Okay, Jake through the middle of the track. William right behind him. McCool's coming up behind them. He is about 14 seconds
1 minute left.
back. So that is your leader under the loop. Second place under the loop. Pulls it to 1.9 seconds. A lot of racing left. Jake coming down underneath RCHQ tube down the back straightaway. Here's William right behind him. That interval is for position. See if he's closed in. 1.8 seconds, so he picked up yet another 10th. Oh, it's Jake, William, Philip, Peter, Doug, Chad out of this one. All right, let's see. So here's Jake down the back straight. William down the back straight. It's coming down to this. This could be, they may, depending on how this lap goes. No, this is going to be the last lap. Yep, clock is getting ready to click. There it is. Jake going to take this one. Good job, Jake.
Jake Rawls done.
Holding him
William
off.
Norris
Not buckling. William second. Only 1.5 seconds back.
Peter Chow
Philip,
done.
17 seconds. Peter fourth. And Doug is your fifth place driver. Good racing. Nice job. Jake trying to win a few races. Made a deal with him. If he can win a few box stock races, we'll move him up to super stock. So there's race number 1 for Jake. Hang on, I'm going to get winner pictures. Don't run off. I'm just trying to see if I can manipulate this screen from here. Ah, I found it. Hang on. Let's see if I hit the right button. Hey, I did it.
The race is completed.